Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you so much for stopping by. As you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing my current favorite makeup, beauty, skincare items. Got a little bit of everything in here. We'll also, at the end, I'm going to go through some non-beauty related favorites that I just thought I would mention. I've never done the favorites video before, so I don't plan on doing these monthly. I just feel like whenever I have a good amount of things I want to talk about, I'll do one of these videos. But if you want to see what my current favorites are, then just keep on watching. But before we do that, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. I have been thinking about doing this video all day long. I've got my list written out. I'm super excited. I picked 10 items. Some of these are more categories, and you'll see why when we get to it. But we're just gonna hop into it because I have lots of things to talk about. So the first thing is a category, and that would be lip oil. So my first foray into lip oils was the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Lip Oil. I got this in a Nipsey and I loved it so much that I bought the full size. So this is really, really great, really moisturizing. It smells great, just all around. Introduced me to lip oils and I really, really enjoy them. And then I bought the ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil in the shade Hot Shot. It is not this dark on the lips. It just goes on, like, honestly, just kind of like deepens my natural lip shade. And then I have this Yensa Super 8 Lip Oil. This is, I got in an Ipsy as well. And this one I don't love as much as the other two. This one's a little too oily, a little too slippy compared to these. But the ColourPop Luxe Lip and the Watermelon Burst are two really great lip oils. But I've been using these three interchangeably because the Yensa one, while it is my least favorite, I do like it. It's just I have a little bit more to criticize with it. Next would be a brand, and that would be Menagerie Cosmetics. So it all started by me buying the Feral palette for my birthday, and I've just wanted this palette for so long, ever since it came out, and I just think this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color story. You can do so much with it. You can do neutral looks, you can do green, grungy looks, you can do pops of color. It's just a very it's just a very well-rounded color story, and I love it so much, and I love the formula, which then I was having a bad day, and they did a restock, and I bought these other two. These are the only other palettes of theirs that I was currently interested in. The Pastel Pup one, I'm just not that super into pastels, and then the other one that's available is the Violet Ink, and I'm just kind of getting away from monochromatic palettes. So we have Whale Song, which is a beautiful blue-green color story, and these are pigmented, and they do stain the lids, but honestly, it hasn't even been that bad where it has affected my makeup the next day. Yeah, it's really, the staining isn't a huge issue for me. I'm very fair, so it's quite apparent on me when something stains, but honestly, it's not all that scary and bad with this palette. This is a great, great, great palette. And then we got the Menagerie Killer Purr palette, which is my kind of neutral color story, and it's just beautiful. I would say these are slightly less pigmented than their other shadows, but still really great, still really pigmented. And I just love everything about Menagerie. Their branding, their beautiful artwork on their palettes. Just, this is a brand I wholeheartedly will continue to support when there's something I want to buy. Like, blush is my thing. I just wasn't super interested in their blush palette. I don't need 9 blushes. So yeah. Next we have a facial spray, and it is the NYX Bare With Me Prime Set and Refresh Multitasking Spray, and this is truly an amazing multitasking spray. So it says you can prime, set your makeup, and refresh your makeup, which I use that for all three. My only thing is I don't like the smell. I don't know if there's fragrance in here. Yeah, at the very last ingredient is fragrance. But honestly, I love this. I love using it as a primer spray. I love using it as a setting spray. I love using it just to refresh my makeup. I really like that, especially like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I need it during the workday. So one second. Oh, yes. And it's such a fine mister, and I find that most of the time if I forget to apply this before my mascara, even if I apply it right after, it doesn't cause the mascara to bleed on, like, you know, like ruin my makeup, you know. So yeah, I bought this on a whim, and I really, really, really enjoy it. I think using it as a primer spray, it's not something I was ever interested in doing, but I tried it one day and I really like it, and I feel like it did make a difference. So I do really, really love the spray. I also use it to wet my eyeshadows. I just kind of use this for a little bit of everything, and I really, really like it. Next, we have two Sol body items. Sorry, this one is leaking for some reason. I bought these shortly after they launched. This is the Sol body lotion and the body scrub. So they are, this is 6 ounces, this is 7 ounces. So yeah, they are 2 different sizes, but I'm just gonna hold the body lotion one because the scrub is somehow leaking. This is such a nice lightweight body lotion. I love my Witch Baby Soap body butters, but sometimes, especially in the summer, I just want something really lightweight to moisturize, but that isn't too heavy and doesn't take too long to sink into the skin. And this does it. And the smell, oh my god, it's so good. It's like, just like beautiful, like pineapple coconut smell. It's so good. The body scrub, I really like it. I love a body scrub. I have, like a lot of people do, I have keratosis pilaris on the back of my arms, and it doesn't really bother me, but using a body scrub does help keep it at bay, or at least minimize it a little bit. I would definitely pick these up again sometime down the road. I don't know that I would, just because going into winter and fall and spring, I'm going to be reaching for my body butters from Witch Baby Soap right now, but I definitely like having a lightweight moisturizer for my body as an option, and this is a really great option. Next, we have another ColourPop sister brand item, and that is the Fourth Ray Beauty, the Lightweight Moisturizer. And so this is 2 fluid ounces. I use it as my morning moisturizer, and it's a great basic lightweight moisturizer. There's not much to it. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it other than it's a really, really great lightweight moisturizer. If you are looking for something like this that is, you know, a brand that doesn't test on animals, you don't want to go with the CeraVe or the Cetaphil route, this is a great basic moisturizer. Probably a little expensive for what you should be paying for a lightweight moisturizer. So next is kind of a 2-in-1, and one is these shadows, but the other is a technique of eyeshadow application, and that is a matte eye look with a really, really shimmery, sparkly inner corner. The shadows I use for that are my Divina Cosmetics shadows, and they are just so beautiful, so sparkly. So this top row is the Candy Cakes collection. These 4 are Sugar Drops, and then these 2 are Galaxy Dust shadows. My favorites are definitely Gumballs, which is a beautiful iridescent yellow, and then Celesta and Asteria are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shifting shades. I do like these ones on the top as well. This one up here is really great, but I just need to show you the shift in Asteria. I bought this like much of my makeup. I bought Asteria like much of my makeup on Amy Loves Makeup's recommendation. This was in her top shadows from Divina, and as you can see, it's green, but then it shifts to red. Oh my god. Let me get in a little closer. It is just the most beautiful shift, and you can use so many colors with this shadow. It's gorgeous. I am going to be doing a full video on Divina Cosmetics. I actually have 6 more shades to round out this palette, and I had them mailed to my parents' house because I've been having issues with mail, our apartment just getting skipped over by the mail person. So next time I can pick them up from her house, my parents' house, I will do a complete video on my Divina shadows with swatches and reviews and everything like that. So I just want to give these a shout out because ever since I bought my first Divina, I've made 3 orders from Divina since May. So this was my first order, my second order, and then my third order will complete this row. I just completely love their formula. It's amazing, and using them for the matte eye but really shimmery inner corner, maybe inner third look, is so beautiful, and I highly recommend it. The next thing I have to talk about are the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipsticks. So I have 4 of them, and I kind of want to get the rest. The only thing I hate about these is how easy the cap comes off. Like, I literally just got lipstick on my shirt because it came off. But These are so moisturizing and they give just a hint of color. I have lipstick on, but I'll just use this one. This one's called Dragon Fruit.
And so pretty. Look at that.
Now that I got that sorted, these apply so beautifully. I love a sheer wash of color. They're also intensely hydrating. Oh my god, where do I put these? Okay. So the one that I applied is the shade Dragon Fruit. So as you can see, it's not as dark as it is in the tube, but it just gives a nice shine and hydration to the lips. I have Wild Peach, which I dropped on the floor because of the crappy caps, but totally worth it. And then I have the shade Jam or Jelly, which is a kind of deep pinkish purple. And then I have the shade Orange Slush, which is an orangey color. So I'm really enjoying these. I think they have 4 shades that I don't have. There's I think there's like a plummy one, there's a terracotta kind of one, and then I think grapefruit and one other one I'm missing. If they have a really good Black Friday sale, I'll probably pick up the other 4. Not because I want to be a completionist, but just because I love this formula so much. And I'm going to set these down before the caps keep falling off. That's the only downside. If you want to keep these in your purse, I would put it in like a secure pocket or something because the caps are pretty bad. Next I just pulled out a bunch of nail polish because I've been loving painting my nails lately. Right now, as you can see, I kind of need to get them, or not get them done, but repaint them. What I have on my nails right now is the shade Arabesque from Cert Colors, one of my more recent purchases. I love this formula. It's pretty long lasting. Yeah, even though my nails look like crap, they need to be repainted, but this is a really great formula. I'm really impressed. I picked up, let me show you. The other shade that I've already used is the shade Succulent Garden, which has just like, it's like green with the most beautiful pinky shift. That's what I have on my toes right now. And then I bought this color, the shade Wall Street, which is a really kind of interesting green tone. I think this is what I'm gonna put on my nails next. And then this one has hollow flakies in it, and it's the shade Cool Blast. And I've never had a polish like this, so I'm excited to try this one out as well. I really can't decide. I keep going back and forth which one I want to paint my nails, but these are both really pretty. And these are the ones that kind of got me back into nail polish this summer because they had a buy one get one free sale on Zoya, so I got 4. So I paid for 2 and I got 4. So I got this shade. This is the shade Leia, which is just an iridescent color, which I really like because there's like pink, blue, and green iridescence, so I can use it on top of a lot of nail polishes. I really enjoy getting matte, not matte, like creme finishes, so non-shimmery polish, and topping it with an iridescent topper. So that's why I really got Leia. And then I have the shade Apple, which is a really pretty green. And then we have the shades Zuza and Aster. And they're both really pretty. All of these Zoya ones were shimmers, by the way. Then next, we have my Klairs Vitamin C Serum. As you can see, I have used quite a bit of this, and I love this stuff. It is an amazing vitamin C serum. I actually notice a difference in my skin. I use this every morning. I scar really easily with acne, and this, while I still get acne scars, you can see right here, that's an acne scar. It could have been so much worse if I was not using vitamin C. So vitamin C definitely plays a role in not only lightening my acne scars, but prevents them from getting as dark as they usually would get if I wasn't using a vitamin C. And I really like this one. This is a K-Beauty brand. I believe everything they have is vegan. I could be wrong. But from as far as I could tell, they are a brand that doesn't test on animals. So if that's something that you are looking for, yeah, I really like this one. And the last beauty item we have before we get into my non-beauty favorites, I've kind of given a spoiler away, are my Sigma makeup brushes. So I have always been so curious if they're worth it. When I first started watching beauty YouTube like 10 years ago, the Sigma brush rolls, like all the beauty gurus were getting them in PR, and I always wanted one but could never afford it. And so there was a 40% off coupon going around for Sigma, and I finally bit the bullet. I bought the 5-brush Ultimate Blending Kit, and then I bought the Concealer F70 brush, which I bought on Bad to the Brows recommendation for applying shimmers to the lid. So let me go through all of these really quickly. So I'll start with the F70 concealer brush. As you can see, these are all dirty, but this is a really flat brush, but it's got it's got a bit of density to it. So this is really great for picking up shimmers and applying them to the lid. And I have a relatively small eye shape. I don't necessarily have super hooded eyes, but I do have relatively small eyes, so this is great for packing on shimmers, and I really, really like it. I'm really glad that I bought this on her recommendation. Then we get into the Ultimate Blending Kit. So first, I really like this one. This is the Firm E44 Firm Blender Brush. So this is just a really thick, dense, firm blender brush, and I really like the Firm Blender. It's really great for depositing color. Then we have the Diffused Crease, which is the E38, and this is really, really bendy, and so really great for, what I really like this for is not just applying transition colors, but when you feel your transition color got a little lost, dipping back into it and just lightly going over the edge, I find this really helps. And then we have the Detailed Diffused Crease, the E33. This is probably my least favorite just because it's a very, very, very bendy. And it's my least. I don't go for this brush as often. I go more for these two, which these are pretty similar. This is the blending and the detail blending. So the E25 and E27. And these are kind of your paddle brushes. So to me, this one's just a little smaller and not as wide. So these are my favorite for not only depositing color, but also blending out. I hope this, yep, I just added some color to my lid. But really great for applying and then blending out. I really, really like this style of brush over something like this, which is more fluffy and more for just blending things out rather than depositing color. I like these because they're kind of 2-in-1 kind of thing. Okay, so now just to quickly give you guys a couple of non-beauty favorites, I have 2 TV shows that I have been loving lately. One is the television show Psych. My boyfriend really likes that show, and one day I was like, let's start watching it. You always talk about it. In the 3 years we've been dating, we've never watched it. So we can't stop watching it. It's so good. I really, really enjoy it. If you don't know what Psych is about, you can watch it on Peacock for free. It is NBC's, I believe, streaming service, and if you use the version with ads, I believe it's free. And it's so funny. It's a comedy show about two guys, Gus and Sean is very like hyper observant. He has a really great memory, and he is basically becomes a private detective and helps the Santa Barbara Police Department solve a bunch of crimes, and it's just really funny and really good. But then there are bits of drama in there, and I just really like it. And then the next show that I've been loving is I've started rewatching Gilmore Girls. I started rewatching it maybe around fall time last year and then stopped, but over Labor Day weekend I picked it back up again, and I've really been enjoying it. This is my first time rewatching it so I grew up watching it after school, and then I rewatched it in college, and then the revival came out, which I don't want to talk about because it's terrible. But now I've been rewatching it, and it's been really great to rewatch it through a critical lens. There are definitely parts of it that are a little bit problematic that I've never realized before, so it's been really like interesting watching this series through a critical lens, and yeah, I've been really enjoying that. And then I have a podcast I want to recommend. I started listening to Witch Please, which I listen to a lot of Harry Potter podcasts. This one, they used to be a podcast, and then they kind of rebooted it, revised it, and it's every other week. It's called Witch Please, and they're 2 women who work in academia, so it's a really great critical look. As you can tell, there's a theme here. A critical look at the Harry Potter books, and I'm really excited to see their take on it. The other ones I watch are Potterless, which, while very critical, is more of a comedic take, and then Harry Potter and the Sacred Texts, which I feel like is more, well, one, they bring a religious angle to it, but also, how do I put it into words? It's more like an English class rather than kind of two people from academia criticizing Harry Potter. So I would highly recommend any of those podcasts if you are looking for a new one to listen to. Then finally, a new favorite is I've been really enjoying like really funky earrings. So the first ones I have are from KK. I will link them down below. They make acrylic earrings, and these are the sunflower ones that are so cute. I wore them in some of my most recent videos. I love them. And then we have these really crazy ones. These are the When Life Gives You Lemons earrings. What I really like about them is, I'll show you in the other pairs I have, the way they make them, it actually shows like you can wear them like this, where some earrings you can just see the side, and then the part that you want people to see are like on the side. So I really like these because they are really easy to have show like this. So these are kind of my crazy lemon ones. And then also from KK, I have these daisies that I love. Then I have 3 pairs from the shop Kate 8 Kate. It's a big cartel store I randomly found on Twitter. This was my first, these earrings were my first foray into wearing earrings, so I really like these. I think I've worn these in a video before. I was actually wearing them earlier today, but then take them out. They just got like a little moon and this little like disc. And then we have these ones, which I believe are her most popular pair, which has like this winter mountaintop and then a crystal moon. So these are really cute. And then these, they're not what I expected online, so these are probably my least favorite. But then we have these that has like a little moon and then this little circle and then this little kind of like acrylic piece. These are a little longer than I thought they were gonna be and a little bit wider, but they're still cute. They're just not my favorite that I picked out. And yeah, I've been filming for 30 minutes, oh my gosh. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorites down below, whether it's a beauty or non-beauty related. I would love to check them out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.